Hello guys, so I've promised you this video now for some time, and due to unforeseen circumstances it kind of got pushed back a bit. You will notice that this video is actually being shot inside my apartment as opposed to outside like my videos typically are, and that is simply because they are doing work on the roof and it is quite loud outside. So you guys don't have to listen to them, I decided to shoot the video inside. So, just so everyone's on the same page, the responses in this Brandom One question and answer video are not pre-written out. I haven't done any sort of writing. The only thing I have right now is my computer up in front of me, and all it has on it is the actual questions themselves, which I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see it. So yeah, there will be no cheating with this. I don't have any answers written down, so this isn't something that you guys can go, well, you knew what he was going to say. Alright, so let's get started. What is that smell? That would be my cat. So I guess that means I should probably bathe my cat, don't you think? Question 2. Do I look fat in this? Well, unfortunately you didn't submit a picture with that question, so I can only go out on a limb and say, yes, you do look fat in that. Question 3. What is your credit card number? My credit card number is 1, simply because everything I own is number 1. I know, horrible response, I know. Question 4. If I wash towels and socks at the same time, will my towels smell like feet? Well, the only time I can see that possibly being possible is if you don't actually wash them, that you just kind of throw them in there with dirty laundry, and yeah, they will smell like feet. I tried it earlier, that's how I know. What is the capital of Delaware? D. Where do I park my bicycle? Not in HRM, not with a recent crime. Don't park your bicycle anywhere in HRM. Question 7. Stephen Harper or William Shatner? The person that actually sent in this question, I kind of probed them, kind of seeing where they wanted me to take this answer, and it was like, do whatever you want with it. Alright. So I'm going to do it with Star Trek, just because this person I know is a fan of Star Trek. So, Stephen Harper or William Shatner? Stephen Harper? If Stephen Harper was captain of any Star Trek, you know exactly what he would do. He would tell Scotty that it was too expensive to beam him up. Question 8. Where do babies come from? Do I really have to answer that? Google it. I have more class on this channel, Google it. Why do peepers peep? Why not? Why only 10 fingers and toes? We tried 11. The kids got confused. They couldn't count to 11. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Well, here's presuming that a woodchuck can chuck wood, because the question would indicate otherwise. As much as he wanted to. Why do we drive on a parkway and park on a driveway? See, we're doing it wrong. Parkways should be for parking, driveways should be for driving. This is my favorite. When will Canadians stop voting fucking Tory? I didn't realize there was a vote to fuck Tory. Why is the world round? Good question. I don't know what to say to that. The world is round because you touch yourself at night. Why does my poop smell? Okay. This channel has class. Not much of it, but it has enough of it. But I'm going to tell you, if you want to know the answer to that question, Google it. Because Google has no class. Because you can Google anything. Why is up and down down? Less confusing that way. Why is Harry Harry? Alright. And just to reiterate, the question is why is Harry, H-A-R-R-Y, Harry, H-A-R-R-Y. So essentially, why is anyone anyone? Why not? We all have personalities, at least some of us have personalities, even my cat. Tiger. Tiger. I take that back, apparently he's personality-less. He's ignoring me. Why do ducks quack? Because if a duck said duck, you'd be paranoid to go outside. You'd be thinking something was flying at your head. Why do you put Brandom on everything when your name is Brandon? Okay, this question was from MJ. I had a really good answer to this question earlier when I did the rehearse for this. I had a really good question. Or a really good answer, I should say. Well, simply... yeah, that was a derp. Wow, I just completely lost my train of thought. Thank you, MJ. Completely lost my train of thought there. From now on, I'm going to call you Michael Jackson. Why? Because it's easier to remember. And that's possibly why I do the whole Brandom thing. It just kind of stuck. What happens when you don't chew chewing gum? Your ears explode. How do they get the caramel inside the caramel bar? Well, this one, I actually emailed Cadbury. And needless to say, they were not forthcoming with information. So I can only presume that there's 3 pieces to this puzzle. Monkeys, motor oil, and a condom. What happens if you don't pop popcorn? That's a toughie. Well, I'm presuming that if you don't pop popcorn, that the popcorn will get upset, and then you'll end up going to therapy with the popcorn, so it's just easier to pop it. The next one I love. What really happens during your alien abductions? So now you're presuming that I'm an alien, and that I abduct people? Great. Well, let's see. What goes on during my alien abductions? If I told you, I'd have to abduct you. When you time travel, where do you go and who do you like to hang with? Itchy nose. No, that's not the answer to that question, by the way. Let's see. If I could time travel, where would I go? That's a toughie. I'm going to come back to that one because that's a toughie. When you achieve world domination, which will happen, what will be the first 3 laws you will enact and why? Let's see, the first 3 laws that I will enact. 1, there will be no currency. 2, nobody will have to work. And 3, there should be no cats up for adoption. So back to the time travel question, as this is again the last question. Where would I go and who would I like to hang with? I really don't have an answer to that. I know who I would hang with, but I don't really know where I would go.